Russell and Shirley Derman have been married for 68 years and had owned several Hardee's franchises before retiring and moving to Eatonton, Georgia, in a home on Lake Oconee. On May 1st, 2014, the Dermans were seen running errands, and according to store and bank surveillance videos, Russell had transferred money from the drive-through lane at the Lake Oconee branch of the People's Bank at 2:15 p.m. He then traveled to the nearby Publix at 2:26 p.m. to pick up medication for Shirley's future surgery. Later that evening, their son spoke to them on the phone, and they acted normal, chatting about their day. Friends expected them at a Kentucky Derby party on May 3rd, but when the couple never arrived, neighbors went to check on them. 88-year-old Russell Derman was found in the garage of his Georgia home, decapitated and in a pool of blood, but Shirley was gone. 10 days later, her body was recovered in Lake Oconee, weighed down by two 30-pound cinder blocks. There had been no signs of forced entry into Shirley and Russell's home, and although there was a security camera at the subdivision's entrance, a thunderstorm had recently knocked it out, limiting video leads. Both of their cellular phones and wallets were left behind. Gunshot residue was discovered on Russell's collar, leading investigators to believe that he may have been shot before the decapitation. It is also believed that his head may have been taken to hinder ballistics testing. Shirley's autopsy determined that she died from blunt force trauma, but a specific weapon of use couldn't be identified. Investigators believe that the couple were murdered between 4:30 p.m. on May 1st and 6 p.m. on May 3rd, when the couple failed to show up for the party. The killer's identity has never been learned despite the DNA evidence recovered from an article of his clothing. Family members have been ruled out as suspects. In 2000, their oldest son Mark was killed, but investigators does not believe that this shooting is connected to the parents' murder. FBI is offering a reward for information leading to the arrest and conviction of the individual or individuals responsible for the deaths of Shirley and Russell Derman. 56-year-old Terry Ackerman was last seen in Lock Buoy, Colorado on August 23, 2018. Ackerman visited her daughter the day before her disappearance. She was acting normal at the time, but seemed to be down on herself. She left her daughter's house around 4:30 p.m., and 3 hours later, Terry called to let her know that she could not watch the grandchildren the following day. She was upset and crying, saying that she hadn't gotten any sleep. The next day, on August 23rd, Terry's husband claimed that she was asleep in the bedroom at 5:00 a.m. when he left for the day. He had taken off that day from work so that he could go over and watch the grandchildren. Her husband left the daughter's home around 1:30 p.m., and it wasn't until 8:30 p.m., 7 hours later, that he told his daughter her mother was missing and he had filed a police report. All of Terry's belongings were left behind at the home besides her medication. Terry enjoyed reading books, watching television, and spending time with her family. Her husband is considered a suspect, but was never charged and is now deceased. Terry has red hair and hazel eyes. She has multiple tattoos. This case remains unsolved. On June 13, 2014, 33-year-old David Barwick and his brother had spent a few hours at Judy's Pub on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. At 2:00 a.m. the following morning, the brothers left the bar on foot to head home. Roughly a mile down the road, David was shot multiple times, and his older brother held him while they waited for help. David passed away in his arms. He left behind 2 sons and was described by family members as deeply caring, devoted, and enjoyed outdoor activities. David had walked his sister down the aisle for her wedding and was present for her firstborn child. Time since his death has been difficult. His 2 boys and their grandmother celebrates his birthday with a balloon release every year. While the Barwick family looks to law enforcement for answers, they have a hard time understanding why such tragedy happened to their family. This case remains unsolved. If you have any information on the unsolved murder of David Barwick, please contact the Jacksonville, Florida Sheriff's Office. On July 18, 2013, 22-year-old Amber Bass's evening began on a typical summer evening as she enjoyed a night out with friends. Around 2:25 a.m., the early hours of July 19th, Amber was driving home to a residence that she had shared with her older sister on the west side of Jacksonville, Florida. As she got out of her car, Amber was confronted by an unknown assailant in the driveway and was shot in the chest. Her body left to be discovered in the very place she should have been safe. Her sister had heard the shots and ran outside, where she found Amber bleeding in the driveway. Her purse and phone were taken. A few days later, Jacksonville police released information about a light-colored vehicle that was caught on video surveillance leaving the neighborhood around the time of the shooting. The mark that she left on those she knew is undeniable and can be seen on many social media platforms. Amber was studying to be a nurse and was really big in raising money for St. Jude's. Her mother says that she loved children so much. There have been numerous leads that came in, but all of those have been exhausted, leaving the Bass family waiting for answers. This case remains unsolved. If you have any information about the murder of Amber Bass, please contact the Jacksonville Police Department. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.